Chaos Emerald? You've got to be kidding me, guys. This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
Shadow, help me!
Maria?
Please, Shadow, I need your help. My grandfather's experiments. Something's gone horribly wrong.
What is it?
The research lab, it's going to be destroyed. Something must be done. Please, Shadow, I beg you, help Grandfather and those aboard the Ark. Please!
I'll be there, Maria. I swear, whatever it takes, I'll take care of the Ark and the Professor.
So, once again, we get another absolutely insane cutscene. One of my favorites. I think this cutscene is better than... Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? Because it, again, perfectly encapsulates what they think edgy is. This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me. It's so bad. It's so badly written. It's so try-hard. Oh man, I cannot get over how good that line is. This game's cutscene and story is good in the same way that Sonic 06's gameplay is good. In that, it's so bad it wraps around to being enjoyable because of how busted it is. You know, yeah, you know what? That's a great way to put this. This game, the story is as bad as 06's gameplay, but the gameplay is as passable as Sonic 06's story. Like, it's not the best, it's pretty substandard, but it's passable. It's like the inverse of Sonic 06. I think that's the perfect way to describe this game. But this is the Ark. This is actually maybe my favorite level in the game.
We should just run.
And it's just another example of this game's duality. Because there is a level identical to this, as I've said, in the, I think it's the semi-neutral, or the semi-dark path called the Doom. That's basically this exact same level layout. You're on the Ark, but instead of killing, what is it, 75? No, that's 35. Thank God it's not 75. You have to kill, like, 50-something gun troops. And it is the most miserable level I've ever played in any video game. It's incredibly easy to get lost, because everything looks the same. There are so many doors that open to areas that go nowhere. Areas that are just... It's stupid. I might do a... I mean, don't hold me to this. I would much prefer to just be done with this game forever. But I might do a, like, chaotic playthrough of this game at some point in the future. And just do, like, jump around and show how stupid the story is. Sorry, how much stupider the story is when you don't follow one specific path. Like, when you're just going around betraying everybody, just doing random levels because you feel like it, the story is even more incomprehensible. And yeah, I might do that at some point. I think that could be fun, just to show the Doom as a level, because it is really, genuinely very bad. This level's fun. I think I love the idea of, well, let me take a step back for a second here. I was gonna say, it's cool to see a flashback level between Shadow and Maria. Is this a flashback? Or is this just in Shadow's head? If this is a flashback level, I think it's cool. If not, I don't know what's going on. Is he imagining Maria? Is this like a daydream that Shadow's having, where it's like, oh, if I was on the Ark now, this is what I'd do. But I think I'm pretty certain that this is supposed to be a flashback to right before Maria dies, I think. It would have been cool if they put some sort of like sepia filter on this level just to make it clear that it's a flashback, and it also would give it visually a distinct style. But I think this music is really good. It's really atmospheric. It's chill. It's kind of sad. I really like it. I enjoy this level quite a bit. And yeah, I love the idea of, you know what? Shadow cares a lot about Maria. Let's actually have you see more of Maria than just her getting gacked by a gun officer, you know? And speaking of her getting gacked by a gun troop, I said this when I played either Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Heroes, and this is now finally the first Sonic series that I'm recording this year that I have recorded post Sonic movie 2. And yes, that scene was great. First off, I just enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a fun movie. I'm recording this much earlier than these videos are going to come out, but so far it's probably my favorite like movie of the year. I can't really think of anything else that's coming out this year that I'm like excited for, so it might stay that way. It might be my favorite movie just in general this year. But yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I hope that Jim Carrey comes back one more time for Eggman, because I think he's really fun. I really like Knuckles. It was cool seeing him getting, you know, the spotlight again after so many years of him just being a doofus.
What should we do? Which way do we
The
go?
post-credit scene made me excited. It was the first post-credit scene I've seen in a movie in like maybe 10 years that actually has excited me, because I really am looking forward to how they tackle Shadow. Are they going to do Gerald Robotnik? I don't know. How did Gerald Robotnik know about Sonic? You know, what's going on? Are they going to kill Maria? Are they going to, in a baby movie for children, are they going to shoot a little girl on screen? I don't know. But a really fun, I think I mentioned this when I did 06, but a fun little connection is that the guy who's directed both Sonic movies so far, Jeff Fowler, is actually worked on this game. He worked on this game and he worked on 06. Because I think the name of the studio that did the CG cutscenes in this game and 06 are called, I think it's Blur Studios. I think, don't quote me on that. But Jeff Fowler worked for them. And you can actually see his name in the credits of this game. You can see his name in the credits of 06. So I think that's a fun little full circle thing. And he said that Shadow like meant a lot to him as a character, and that's why he like really wants to do Shadow. Which, you know, pretty nice. It's nice to hear that. It's clear that the people making these movies are fans. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I'm not going to spend any more time on that. I mean, I might, but I think it's cool that Shadow's going to be in it. I think it's cool that that director gets to revisit something that probably does mean a lot to him. I don't know if the character itself of Shadow means something to him, but this was probably, you know, one of the first like big gigs that he got was to work on Shadow the Hedgehog, doing the CG and stuff like that. So I think that's cool. Now, I was saying that this level is not as confusing as the Doom. It is still kind of like everything looks the same, but a lot of this isn't me getting lost, it's me going back to areas, just making sure that I'm not missing anything. But also I wanted to kill these gun guys to get their guns. I played through a couple, I played through this level a couple times, as you have to for the, each playthrough, and I tend to just kill the gun guys anyway, no matter which side I'm doing, because you get their guns, and that's useful for the gameplay. And usually whichever character you're with, like Sonic will say, "Whoa, they're on our side." the first couple times I played this level, until I started recording it, Maria never said anything, which I thought was really funny. Because it's like, yeah, she knows that they're about to kill her, and she has no problem with the fact that Shadow's just, you know, killing these guys, shooting them right in the head. Which I thought was a funny little detail, but I guess I was just getting unlucky. And just not having her say anything. So yeah, if you were more knowledgeable, like if I had played this game when I was a kid, which I did not, I skipped this game when I was a kid, because I was in that point where it was like, oh, Sonic's for babies, I'm not playing that anymore, because I'm an adult. This game came out in like 2004? 2005, I think. Which means I was 11? And it's like, yeah, I still would have been in the target audience for this game, but you know, we all go through those periods where we're like, this is for babies. So I skipped this when I was a kid, but if I had played this when I was a kid, maybe I'd be able to run through these levels faster. But I still do just kind of take my time with these levels. You know, you don't want to miss anything. I don't have everything memorized. Of course, by the time I was recording this, it was already like my third or fourth time playing through the arc, just because of the way that you have to, you know, finish the game. So I knew where most of them were, but the Doom, I haven't memorized that, and I probably won't, because that level sucks, and I never want to play it again in my entire life. Most of the artificial chaos are right, you know, where they should be. They're exactly where you'd assume that they would be. They put them in your path when you're in the gunner seat, and you know, as long as you just check every single room, you're gonna find them. You're not gonna have a problem there. Now, whenever you're in an automated thing like this, it took me a couple playthroughs to realize this, but if you hold down the A button, you actually go faster. So right now, I'm pressing the A button, and it's making this railgun go faster. Of course, you want to make sure that you're not going too fast that you miss an artificial chaos. So slow down sometimes when you know you're about to get near one, just so you don't accidentally miss one. That guy is maybe one of the scariest ones to get, because if you don't get him before the door closes, you're in a bit of trouble there, pal.
The experiments are
And I want to say this is the only video that's going to be like this, where it's one level. I guess the final level, but most of these videos aren't just one video, as we've seen. I've been able to get like multiple levels in here, which is why I wanted to do 2 playthroughs. I would have been fine just doing the hero playthrough, but this level, or this game, would have gone on significantly shorter than even Sonic Heroes. One playthrough of Shadow the Hedgehog is probably about half the length of Sonic Heroes, just one playthrough of that. Which, you know what? I liked that. And I think playing through Shadow was more pleasant than playing through all of Sonic Heroes. Because Sonic Heroes, you have to collect all the Chaos Emeralds. You have to do the really annoying special stages, which are maybe my least favorite in the entire series. Then you have to play Team Sonic, Team Dark, Team Rose, Team Chaotix. And they're all the same levels. So, I honestly think, this might be a controversial statement, I think Sonic Heroes is a better game, don't get me wrong. But playing through all of Shadow was more pleasant than playing through all of Heroes. You know, I would much rather play Team Sonic or Team Dark than a playthrough of this game, for sure, don't get me wrong. But doing the whole thing, I think I'd rather Shadow. Because at least the levels are varied somewhat. And I like the gun stuff, you know, so it's personal preference. I think there's good stuff in this game. I think there's bad stuff. I think the bad far outweighs the good. But, I don't know. It's not, I haven't gotten to the point yet of Sonic 06 where I unironically like playing that game.
Commencing attack plan B.
You know, Sonic 06 I have now come around to and enjoy in the same way that I enjoy a bad movie like The Happening or The Room or, you know, Freddy Got Fingered. Where it's like, okay, I see the entertainment value in liking something bad, and I don't have to be screaming at a game and going, well, this is the worst game ever, man! Oh, what did they do? What were they thinking? No, I can just go, man, this probably should have gotten some more development time, but boy, is the game still fun because of how bad it is. I'm at that point. I've mellowed out, you know? Getting angry at stuff, except for Dead Rising 4, isn't my thing, and I would rather see the positives in something. Because one of the things I've realized is that, like, every single video game that gets made is a miracle.
Thank you.
Like, all the things that have to be done to get a game functioning and everything like that, every game that gets released is an absolute miracle. And you know what? Sometimes they aren't in the oven long enough. They needed a little bit more time to bake. And this is one of those games, although I do think this game is fundamentally flawed. I think that there are just some things in this game that more time couldn't have fixed. Sonic 06, I do think, okay, a little bit more time in the oven, probably got a pretty decent game there. Not great, but pretty decent. This one, the game plays fine. Like I said, there's no bugs, there's no glitches that I've found. The game is just fundamentally flawed in the way that it's structured. So, not much you can really do about that. So with that, I think this is the last dude. That is it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and see you next time, where I don't remember, but I think we might be finishing the hero story,
you, Maria,
maybe?
I will protect the Professor and the Ark. Maria!
Please, Shadow, I need your help. Everyone's fate depends on you.
Maria!